I am honestly tired of this Nigerians migrating to UK talk. Most people migrating are working several jobs. They can't access public funds and still managing to get by. The UK made a ton of money from the same student visa waka. Please, they need to let us hear a word, I beg. Nigerians this, Nigerians that. Were we not on our own when they did a short video encouraging Nigerians to come and apply for masters? Who will migrate and leave their family behind? So many of you may or may not be aware of what those two tweets I shared was in reference to. In today's video, I'm going to share exactly what the viral news that literally got a lot of Nigerians riled up is all about, how it affects potential Nigerians in the future who are thinking about going to the UK. And of course, as always, I'll be asking for what your thoughts on the matter is. Do you think the UK is doing the most? Or do you think Nigerians need to calm down? Let me know in the comment section as I dive further into this video. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. My name is Sassy Funke and I'm a Nigerian travel and lifestyle content creator, really creating to help Nigerian and African travelers navigate travel better and smarter. If that sounds like something you can gel with, subscribe, click the red subscribe button and join this incredible family. So let's get into the story that has got people all riled up. I'm going to share this news article from Sahara Reporters. I tend to like them because I feel like most times their news is legit. The title goes, the UK to impose tough visa rules on Nigerian students over the influx of family members. The Times UK quoted the UK Home Secretary, Suella Braverman, as saying the government was considering tightening the rules on dependents, right? So essentially, just looking at the title, they're saying that the UK is looking to basically make it tighter for Nigerians. This is what the title is saying, to bring, well, that's the title, but they actually quote from the Home Secretary saying in general, the government is looking to tighten rules on dependents. And dependents are the people that you bring along. So for example, if you're a student and you get a student visa, you're allowed to bring your dependents along, whether that's your spouse or your child or your common law partner. And they're trying to say that they want you to try and potentially limit how many people you can bring along. So let's go into the article. The UK government has said that migrants from Nigeria bring the most relatives to the United Kingdom. The Times UK quoted the Home Secretary Suella Braverman as saying the government was considering tightening the rules on dependents. This was after the Home Office immigration figures showed an inconsistency across different nationalities coming to the UK to work and study. Let's get into this inconsistency. Analysis from the Home Office report shows that Nigerians accounted for 40% of all dependents who accompanied foreign students in the 12 months to June 2022, despite Nigerian students making up just 7% of all foreign students in that period. What does that mean? It means that of all student visas that they actually gave out, right, 40%, the dependents that were brought in, 40% of all those dependents were brought in by Nigerians, right? But bear in mind that they only gave 7% student visas to Nigerians, you know. It goes on to say 34,000 Nigerians were given study visas in the UK, bringing with them a total of 31,898 dependents. A similar ratio was recorded for work visas, with 8,972 Nigerians issued with one in the 12 months to June, bringing with them 8,576 dependents. So it seems Nigerians are quite, consistent across study and work. It now says by comparison, so when you now compare it to other nationalities, it goes on to say that the figures show that 93,049 Indian students came to the UK last year, right? Brought with them 24,916 dependents. So the ratio is like significantly less. While 114,837 Chinese students came to Britain with 401 dependents. meaning the Chinese, they have money. That's why they don't need to bring their dependents. They're chilling in their country. They just came to the UK to do study abroad. That's what I think anyway. But it's as in the Chinese thing is, it's crazy, like the discrepancy, but it makes sense. It goes on to say that there were 117,965 grants to Indian nationals in the year ending June 22, an increase of 80,569 compared to 2019. Chinese nationals were the second most common nationality granted sponsored study visa in the year ending June 2022, with 115,000 visas granted, 4% lower than the numbers seen in 2019. He then goes on to say that in the other top 5 nationalities, Nigerian nationals saw the largest relative increase in sponsored study grants compared to 2019, increasing by 57,000 to a record high of 65,000, making them the 3rd largest group in the latest year, the Home Office said. In a chat, the Home Office told the Daily Mail, this is the highest on record in our time series, with the substantial increase representing both a recovery from lower numbers during the COVID-19 pandemic, but also an increase in the pre-pandemic period, meaning that, of course, pandemic, people couldn't travel or get visas to travel during the pandemic. So it's normal to see an increased rate, right, of Nigerians coming into the country, but they're saying that it's even higher than when there was no pandemic, right? So that's what they're saying. I guess that is the story, except that is the news that has got everyone all riled up. It's key to note that the UK, to my knowledge, has not actually put in any restrictions in place to limit the amount of dependents that one can bring in on your student visa. But it's also key to highlight something here. Dependent visas are not free. It's not like they just give you free, you know. And I want to touch on this particular point on the UK government website when they said that the money they need to support themselves. Like, it highlights the money dependents need to support themselves when coming on a student visa with their, I guess, main applicant. It states your partner and child must each have a certain amount of money available to them. This is in addition to the money you have to support yourself. How much money depends on where you'll be studying. They must have either £845 a month for up to 9 months for courses in London, and £680 a month for up to 9 months for courses out of London. Let's just say it is in London, 845, right? Let's just see, times 9. So each person, if you're studying in London, each dependent you bring in has to show proof that they have £7,605 in their account. Again, it is not free. Do you get what I mean? They have to show this, and I believe they have to actually prove this. And I believe there's a certain, so I guess what I shared before was the proof that you have to show with regard to how much money you have in your account to be able to support yourself. So you have to show that proof. And I believe that money has to be in your account for the past 28 or 30 days for them to approve, to validate it. But you also have to pay for the visa. I'm not sure what the visa fee is. Maybe it's around £400-500, but you guys can correct me. So yes, the UK is making money for this. So let's now go back to that tweet that the lady shared with regard to everyone should just leave Nigerians alone, right? Like, on one end, I understand, like, the UK is just, I guess, just stating fact that this is the stats, so this is what is happening, right, with regard to our numbers. But on the other hand, you know, they did not limit how many dependents. Like, you can apply for as many dependents as you want to. They did not limit it. So is that Nigerians' fault? You know, again, they're not saying it's Nigerians' fault. So Nigerians should not be triggered because they're just saying, this is what we've seen, and we might have to adjust our policies or whatever, our criteria, or we have to adjust something our processes very soon, right? And I don't necessarily think they're attacking Nigerians per se, even though those are the people that are going to be affected by it, clearly. If anything, they're telling you guys, better apply quickly, bring your dependents in soon, or else we're going to change things up and you might not be able to bring as many people again into the country. Someone actually, I saw an article somewhere, but I wasn't sure about the legitimacy of it. But they did say that some Nigerians, will bring like 8, 7 dependents on a study visa. That's a lot of people, let's be honest. We can't lie to ourselves. That's a lot of people. How can you bring that many people? But again, if the rules allow for it, who are we to complain? Who are we to, that is what you allowed, that's what you're going to get. And as the lady in the tweet also said, if anything, the UK has been actively promoting Nigerians to apply for visas. Even I have shared it on my platform to say that, the UK is saying, oh, apply for visa, for masters, it's open. So they're actively actually seeking that money from Nigerians. So I get it. It's also a money-making venture for them. It's not out of the generosity of their hearts, They're taking the brightest of our talents, they're taking up our people, and you can't blame them too, because it doesn't seem we in Nigeria want our people, and they're, it's not free. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I really want to hear your thoughts on the matter. Do you think that UK is doing most by talking about this? Do you think, I don't know, do you think Nigerians are doing the most by taking too many people? They give you an inch, you take a mile, but they never said you could not take a mile, But let me know what your thoughts are. And if you're in the UK and you understand a little bit more of what's going on with regard to, maybe these people that are traveling are not able to take care of themselves and they're being a burden to the society, which they really shouldn't be because they're not entitled to public funds. But maybe you guys have to, I don't know, you can shed more light since you're on ground. I look forward to hearing from you guys. If you made it to the end of this video, leave a comment and say sassy. Oh, I don't even know what to say. Say sassy. UK should calm down. Sassy, UK should calm down. Leave that in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe if you're new. Give this video a huge thumbs up. And I will see you all on my next video. Bye.